What's up, everybody? I am back. I'm back. It's kind of windy actually outside, but it's so nice outside, so I'm coming out here. But anyway, I have this thing that's been kind of on my mind, um, and it's so important because it's the very basis of the thing that changed my life, the revelation that helped me in so many ways, and then also the work that I do with people. It's learning to harness your emotion, right? Because people, and this was one of my things, I was told and I believed that I was too emotional. Like, I really believed I was too emotional, right? And this is what I tell women, especially. If someone tells you you're too emotional, tell them bye, because we have to be emotional. Have you ever met someone that has no emotion and shows no emotion? What do you think about them? They're boring. So we need people to have emotion. We need to feel emotion. That's what makes us attracted to someone, or sometimes repelled from people, is the emotion that we're feeling from them. The importance of understanding how to harness your emotion is because your emotion can paralyze you or propel you. You get to choose, though, and that's the beautiful thing, right? So, like, there's emotion when fear comes. We are just like totally stuck, and there's people that stay like that. Hi, Misty. Hey, Aiton. There's people that stay in that fear forever, right? We stay in crappy relationships because we're afraid that we are never going to find a better relationship. We stay in jobs that make us miserable, and we just go home and drink a bottle of wine every night because that's what we need to do in order to survive through this, right? But what if we learned, and this is the work that I do, what if we learned to switch that and we learned to harness our emotions to propel us? That is what changed my life, learning how to do that. So there are days, thank you for all the love, and the hearts are so cute. When we figure out that the emotion can be our tool, and yes, you're right, Jade, emotions are our guidance, right? Emotions are our magical divine messengers. They let us know this is working, this isn't working. And sometimes our emotions, we don't totally understand our emotional body, so we might not understand what's being triggered. We might not understand that there's something there that needs to be worked through. So we might not learn how to, use them properly. Once you learn how to use it properly, life transforms, because there's days where I don't feel like doing anything. There's days where I don't want to work. There's days where I don't want to call someone. There's days where I don't want to create. But what I have to learn how to do is to dig deeper and figure out, how do I harness those powerful emotions that will make everything better, right? So what I have, oh my gosh, my skirt is blowing up right now. So what I have on here, what I have happening is my class is happening, and I'm teaching it as a class. It's going to probably be recorded. Actually, I'm going to record it. I'm going to record it, and it's going to be sent out. So if you join and you're not free on that day, it's fine. But this class, what we're going to do is there's going to be interactive workshops, so to help you identify places that you're emotionally snagged and that you need to free yourself. You wonder why, I called my company Liberate. I called it Liberate because becoming emotionally free was paramount to me. I didn't want to be sucked in by sadness. I didn't want to be sucked in by anxiety. I didn't want to be sucked in by fear. I feel all those things sometimes, but I don't want them to rule me, right? When you're depressed, you're ruled by it. When you're anxious, you're ruled by it. I didn't want to be like that anymore. So I figured out how, by doing the work, and that's, once we do that work, we transform so many parts of us, right? It's like a ripple effect. Like I shared with my client earlier, Heather, when she wrote that, she didn't call me because she wants to make more money. She didn't call me because she wanted more clients. Of course, we all want those things, but she wanted to do deeper healing because she understood that deeper healing was going to lead to having the more money and having the more clients. But that needed to happen first, right? So when you understand and you're going beyond this, I'm calling you because I want to make $10,000. No, it has to be that you want to heal, and then everything will transform. Understanding your emotions and how to harness the power that they hold, that's when you get to choose. Am I going to allow my emotions to paralyze me or propel me? and then you choose. So there were times like the people that I work with now, and the recruiting that I've been doing, right? There's people that are so scared. They're so scared to even take a chance on themselves. The fear is paralyzing. If we let the fear keep us still, where do we go? What happens, right? It causes stagnation. There's no flow. If we allow ourselves to go deeper and look at these emotions and think, what do I have to think about right now to dig up this emotion to get me to take action on the things that I need to take, then what happens, right? That's where we have to go. That's where we always have to be. Amber, I love the black and red lips. It's a great signature look. And yes, we must transform our wounds into scars, and then we can wear those scars proudly without aggravating the wounds because we healed. Absolutely. Well, you know this very well because you are my sister in this, and you know that we have to... Thank you for all those little cute hearts. I love the hearts. You know the face? I love the wow face. I just like put wow on all these people's things because I just like seeing the little face. But you see how something so simple like that triggers emotion in me, right? Emotion is so cool. And I was listening to this like Throwback Thursday station on Spotify, and what it did... Yeah, thank you. I love that face. I was listening to the Throwback Thursday station on Spotify, and I thought it's such a cool way to explore our emotional body, right? Because we get to see what these different songs bring up for us. So I was listening to Frey, How to Save a Life, and I felt all of this emotion come up, and I was like, wow, this is a really cool way to explore my emotional body and see what comes up and why is this coming up. What did this just trigger within me that made me feel this like heaviness? What did this just trigger within me that made me feel excited or enthusiastic, right? Or all these things. It's so cool to explore, and that's really the work, is just exploring all of that, exploring our spiritual body, our mental body, our emotional body, our physical body, and how they all work as like one big matrix. So it's really fascinating. But anyway, join the class. Come and find out. I'm going to be sharing a grounding meditation. I'm also going to be sharing the questions that we need to ask ourselves just to figure out what's snagging us. At any given time, we could be snagged by one thing emotionally or multiple things. And I know at one time in my life, I was snagged by so many things: lost love, family stuff, my own regret and shame. There were all these things that were snagging me. And if I'm snagged, I can only go so far forward. So how can we kind of snip away what's holding us so that we can keep moving forward, and moving forward without getting pulled back, right? It's like, think of a rubber band. Like, if you keep trying to move forward, there's going to be so much tension. You're going to get snagged back to that place unless you cut the ties there and do not keep that snag. You got to cut the ties. So how do we get free? We get free by learning to harness our emotions and use them in the most productive way that we can. So join the class. It's free. It's going to be about 60 minutes. There's going to be a question and answer at the end, but with all of my classes, I always want them to add tremendous value to your life, so you're going to learn something. And this class is about reclaiming your power, because when you realize that you are in control of what you feel, even though feelings come through and pass by like clouds, right? We get to choose where we turn to, what we change, what we want to let go of. When I notice that something's making me feel down, I can change the channel. And that's where the freedom lies. There were times where I didn't know that I could change the channel, and I stayed in suffering. And there's so many people that do that. They keep their station. We got to learn how to change it, to flip the switch, right? So reclaiming your power, because we all have tremendous power. So yeah, join. The link is on this, what's it called? On this post. So go in, sign up, it's free. Share it with your people, share it with someone. If you've ever been called too emotional, or if you've ever bought into that, you're not too emotional. The only thing is you have to figure out how to harness that magic, right? Harness the power. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Have a great day. Bye.